Hey everyone, Jacqueline here on my Enhancement Shaman. I just posted a few new macros that work for the latest update, so I thought I'd show them off for you. I have a link down below if you want to copy and paste the macros straight from the web page. Or if you want to use the Impulse add-on, you can come up here, click Impulse. Just pick your modifier and they'll go straight to your hotbar, or go to the Actions tab and sift through all their macros and they'll go straight to your macro tab. I also have a link down below to all the rest of my add-ons. Everyone always asks about, what add-ons I'm using, so all the add-ons, macros, and everything else can be found in the links down below, guys. So the first macro I tested today was a Shear Mouseover macro, which looks like this. /cast bracket target equals Mouseover, harm exists, no dead, Shear. And if you want to use something else, I was just using Shear for testing, but if you want to switch out for a different spell, just switch it here, and leave that semicolon in between. So how this works is if you just have a single target with no Mouseover, it'll always go on your single target, like this. Let's say you want to keep your current target, but interrupt somebody else. Well, you can do that by you keep your current target, Mouseover someone else, and then cast your Shear on them, like this. So these are really good for like Hex and other damaging abilities that you can use from range. So yeah. Like I said before, you can just switch out spell here and here, and you're good to go. Next up is a Cleansing Spirit Focus macro, which looks like this. /cast, oh, that's the wrong one. Where is that? There it is. /cast bracket target equals focus, exists, no dead, Cleansing Spirit. And like the last one, switch it out here, and keep that semicolon in between if you want to use a different spell. So how this works is if you have no focus target at all and just, use the macro on your single target, it's going to do it like a normal spell would. It's just go on your single target like that. But let's say this orc right here is on my focus, and my focus on this UI is right here. I don't know if you can tell, but this is me switching, just double clicking. And let's say this person's on my focus, and I want to keep my current target. You just click it, it'll go on your focus. So as long as you have a focus, it'll always go on your focus. If you have no focus, it'll always go on your single. So, and I also have a macro if you want to get your focus on and off people quicker, which is right here. And this will be on the web page too, so you can just copy and paste it. How this works is you click it once, you can just mouse over them, and they'll put them on your focus. And you click it a second time, it'll take them off. So just by double clicking, put it on, take it off. Or if this person's on my focus, click it twice, and it'll put the other person like that. It's hard to tell with two people the same, but see, here we go, target dummy. Click it once, it'll take them off. Click it a second time by having them moused over and put them on. It's hard to explain, I'm not very good at explaining it, but if you want to just check it out, you can copy and paste it into your macro tab and see how it works for you. Next up is a Stopcasting Ghost Wolf, which looks like this. /Stopcasting /cast Ghost Wolf. And right now this works good for just putting one Stopcasting in there for Ghost Wolf. Sometimes depending on the update you might put like multiple Stopcasting in there to make sure it gets off in time. But right now it looks good for one. So later update, if you have to, you can just put a couple extra in there. It just depends on the spell too. So I like to use this for like capping flags, or if there's the off chance I'm using like a healing surge on someone and I need to get away and stop the capping or stop the spell real quick and use my Ghost Wolf. This will automatically stop the spell and use Ghost Wolf. As long as you spam it, it'll go like that. So this is nice because a lot of times when people are in the middle of, doing something, what they'll usually do is they'll start running and then go into their Ghost Wolf, or they'll start jumping and then go into their Ghost Wolf, something like that. And that's not very efficient because you lose a lot of time with the animations. So what you can do is make a Stopcasting for your Ghost Wolf, and I'll show it because I have the keybind right here and the regular Ghost Wolf right here without the Stopcasting. I'm going to use my healing surge, and you're going to see, I'm going to click on this, that it's not going to work. So that's why you're forced to, use your Ghost Wolf. But as you can see with the macro, it'll automatically stop it and use Ghost Wolf. So if you have a keybind and you just spam it, it'll go into your Ghost Wolf real quick, like that. So instead of strafing like this to get away, especially if you're on your resto or your Ellie. Instead of strafing and go like this, you can go like this. Just quickly get away. You just spam the button. So you save a lot of time because instead of strafing while you're walking, you're going to be strafing while you're in Ghost Wolf. Like that. And like I said before, you can just switch out the spell here. And you can put whatever in there. Hex, Purge, a lot of great spells shamans have that you can use for stopcasting. And the last macro I tested today was a modifier macro for Flametongue and Crash Lightning, which looks like this. /cast bracket modifier alt, Flametongue, semicolon, Crash Lightning. And if you never used a modifier macro before, what you put right here, you can put like a shift or control in there if that's easier for you. And what you put before the semicolon is what you're modifying. So here's the macro on my keybind right here. As you can see, if I just hit it right now normally, it's going to be my Crash Lightning. But if I hold down Alt and hit the same button, it's going to be my Flametongue. So here's what it looks like. Normal button, hold down Alt, hit your button, and it's going to be Flametongue just like that. And you can switch back and forth like that. So these modifier macros are good for a couple reasons. First, you can save on interface space. Like right now, if I set up all my spells, I can just modify a lot of them and save a lot of space and a lot of key bindings. Just save a lot of interface space so I can see this wonderful, beautiful world we have. And more importantly, say you're really good with like the A key and the S key and keys around the A and the S. Well, you can just set up modifier macros for those keys instead of trying to get good with keys you're not already good at. Like on the right side, the top side, or like the number keys. Just focus on the keys you're good at. So, yeah, that's what I like to do. Alright guys, well that's the last macro I made or tested today on the Enhancement Shaman. If you guys want to see more Enhancement Shaman macros, just drop a like on the video and I'll know you enjoyed it. I'll make more for you guys. Have a good one.